Hello, vlog people. I'm very excited because I'm doing this benefit for Project Angel Food, and I came into rehearsal today, and who did I see sitting directly before me? None other than Vaughn Smith, who sings like an animal, and he's here, right here. Hi, Vaughn.
Hi, vlog people.
Now, I don't know, and Vaughn said the greatest thing right away. He said that he was a...
vlog person.
Oh my God, I have to cue you.
You're
a vlog person.
Yes, I watch your vlogs.
I love that. Well, and I first found you on YouTube. I think Rosie might have told me to come look at you. You singing, and I'm telling you I'm not going, at the top of your lungs. Yeah. And it had been on YouTube for like a while before, and then it exploded.
And then when the movie came out, and then everyone was looking for it, and it was kind of an accident.
And then you became like a YouTube phenomenon. How many hits were on there?
And now, well, I had to take the video down actually because of the guy that videoed it actually threatened to sue me, but that's a different story.
Oh,
but,
no.
But it was up to about 400,000,
Oh,
and
my
I
God.
took it down like almost a year ago. So if it was still up now, it'd probably be over 1 million, but it's okay.
Wow. And then Rosie brought you on The View.
Yeah, which was a trip.
Telling you, I'm not going. I'm the best man you'll ever know. Oh, there's no way I could ever go. No way. No. I'm living without you. Yeah, I'm not living without you. Not living without you. I don't wanna be free, no. I'm staying here, and you, you're gonna love me, yeah. You're gonna love me, you are gonna love me.
For your first time on TV is just a little bit
Terrifying.
overwhelming.
Well, you're wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
And Rosie actually said that if she and I had a love child, that it would be Vaughn Smith. Now, she may have been the first person to send me that, but then I have to tell you, like 35 people sent it to me because they were like, oh my God, it's a young you.
I know. It's funny, since I was like 15 or 16, people have told me they remind me of you. And that was how I found out about you.
Oh,
because,
really?
you know, I was born in 86. I don't know when Star Search was.
I was born in 82.
So when I looked you up, I was like really creeped out, to be honest, because I'm like, you know, but
You were creeped out? You were creeped out because you saw those similarities.
Because I saw the
you saw, oh, this is
similarities.
what they're talking about.
Yeah, I thought, oh, when they would say it, I'm like, what is this? But then I looked you up and I was like, okay, it makes sense. It creeped me out. It really did. So,
But in a nice
in
way.
a good way, of course.
Okay.
You know,
So
no
now,
bad way.
my chair's about to collapse. Vaughn, if I fall, you'll catch me. I'm slipping. So you're living in Kansas City. You're back and forth to Los Angeles.
And New York,
And New
Atlanta.
York. And Atlanta.
Where
What's in Atlanta?
I've recorded there the past year for, well, I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it, but yeah.
Well, speak in vague terms.
I was signed to a record deal for about a year. I recorded about an album's worth of material, and things with management and the label were kind of not working, and then it kind of,
Who owns the tracks?
It's half and half, so
Okay.
I'm still getting out of that, getting that figured out. And now I'm kind of home free again to start over. So this actually, I feel like this trip to LA represents kind of a new beginning for me.
Howard Fine, by the way, is
great
Howard
acting coach.
is a great acting coach, and I have studied with Howard for years, off and on. And Howard is great, and Howard supports Project Angel Food, and so I do this. I've done this benefit 3 or 4 times. So how do you know Howard? Did you study with Howard?
No, actually, a friend of his saw me on YouTube and messaged me and said, hey, would you want to come to do this benefit? And I'm like, totally. And so I did it last year, and that was the first time I met Howard, and so they had me back this year, so it's...
Isn't that nice? So it gives you a good excuse to come to LA for a good cause, and then you can like do some connection things and do some business while you're here.
Yes, absolutely. I've done some blues and jazz around Kansas City, but there isn't a real lot in Kansas City, so...
The Kansas City's like, no, that's not your really thing. Well, kind of, sort of.
Okay, here's another weird part. When I was 18, I ran away to Mexico for a year.
You ran away to Mexico for a year?
I graduated from, I was in high school, I was homeschooled for high school. So because I lacked that social experience, when I was 18, I went to Mexico and I lived there for a year. I worked in a resort, and then I had a manager, and I had a single on jazz radio being marketed as an American artist, making me start in Mexico. And I was just like, they were making me sing Michael Bublé, and that's great, but that's not me, It's like, I'm not Frank Sinatra crooner, you know
right,
I am.
Right.
I don't have to tell you that. And so I just, it wasn't working. So after a year, I only went to get my independence. So that it went that direction, it was just kind of weird. I came home, and then this YouTube stuff happened. So, over the course of the past couple of years, and I don't know how.
Why Mexico? What an interesting choice.
Everyone always asks that. Okay, well, when I was 15, we vacationed in Cancun, and there was a resort there, and I was going through like an angsty 15-year-old stage, and I was miserable because I'm like, I wasn't singing. I wanted to sing. And in the show, I snuck into the rehearsal, and because I'm a guest, I talked the director into letting me sing a song with the band. During you're like, oh, let the dancers take a break and let me sing a song. Well, I did, and they stopped the whole rehearsal and had me sing for 2 hours and put me in the show that night. And
oh my God!
Begged my mom to put me in the show. And Mom was like, he's 15, he's my baby. You're not keeping him. No. So the director actually kept in touch with me for 3 years and said, as soon as I turned 18, he's like, you're getting out here. So I was like,
so when you say you ran away, it's just sort of a plan in your head.
It was a plan, yeah. So I didn't freak my mom out or anything.
Right. She knew you were going.
She didn't want me to, but she knew I wanted to, and so I would.
I left home when I was 15,
I remember
and
that.
my parents supported it because I think they recognized that I needed to go and I was going to go, so they chose to give me their blessing. And they were very
That wasn't
helpful.
out of the country, though.
No, it wasn't out of
So
the
if
country,
you're
but it's
15,
also 15. Not you. You
I
were
was
18,
so that was different.
So you should have been out of the house anyway.
Already,
Who's
yeah.
kidding? Who?
Well, it was homeschooled, so it was still like very...
I see. Homeschool. That's very interesting. I have my new baby who you saw today. Okay, tell the vlog people how beautiful he is.
Oh, he's adorable. He's like a Gerber baby.
Yeah, so many people say that. He is beautiful. He's like a Gerber baby. Homeschooling, no. I don't know. Did you feel like you missed out of the social thing?
That's why I went to Mexico. I mean, and then, you try to tell yourself, oh, it's cool, you don't got to worry about a lot of things. But yeah, I never got to have that growth experience of doing a theater in school and all those kinds of things. I know
Right.
I really would have looked forward to doing that. So,
But you didn't go to Mexico for theater.
No, I went to Mexico for my independence.
Yes, yes, you did. And now you're back in Kansas. And
I won't be there for long. I think I'll be moving soon.
to Los Angeles or New York?
It's hard to decide. My dad's in New York now, so I could go chill with him. But
Does he live in the city?
he's in Long Island.
Okay. Well, New York, I mean, if you're thinking about New York, this is the time when you're young and all those hardships become romantic in New York. There's something wonderful about just absorbing all that stimuli and energy. I think New York is a fantastic place to be.
I've only been there once, and I haven't spent enough time there to really feel it.
No, you must
I
feel
need
it,
to.
and it will inform your work. It will inform how you sing, what you see, how you create. LA is wonderful, but it can tend to be isolating, and it's also it can be everything being about business. Listen, I'm hearing the overture or whatever, the first song. When are you in the program?
I'm like 5th or 6th.
Okay, I don't want to keep you too long. Before I had Cooper, I was like somebody who like sat and meditated in the corner with like sage, and I was like, oh, no longer. Now I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go because who has the time? So I don't want to keep you since you've got to sing soon.
Okay.
But it's a great pleasure meeting you.
I know. I
And
knew it
can't-
would happen eventually.
That we would
so
meet.
I'm glad.
But did you ever imagine that you'd be able to say hello to the vlog people?
know.
Okay, goodbye, vlog people. Bye.
Free